Welcome to Aya, and welcome to Aya Golden Energy Healing. In this video lesson, we're going to introduce the concept of the bioenergy layer of the human body. Yes, we can do lots of healing work on the material physical body, but so much work needs to be done within the magnetic fields of the body as well. We've already explained in a previous lesson what subtle magnetic energy is, or you might recognize words like chi or prana. This type of energy exists within the anatomy of our bodies, and we need to become familiar with it if we want to apply healing to ourselves or give it to other people. So this is Rosie, our volunteer for this course, and I'm going to use her as an example and talk you through a few aspects of the bioenergy layer. So let's start with the aura. That's quite a famous word, isn't it? The aura is an electromagnetic field that's given off by the material physical body. There's two parts to it, the inner aura and the outer aura. The inner aura is produced by the bioelectricity running through our nervous system. You can feel the edge of the inner aura, and it's usually around 30 to 60 centimeters or so from the material body. You can feel the edge of it if you train yourself to. Now, don't worry, we'll teach you that in this course. There's the edge of it there on Rosie. Now, it can vary on different people, and the strength of it actually relates to someone's general state of health. More about that later. So the inner aura is like a radiation of magnetic field, and it radiates in all directions around the material body. So you can actually run your hand along the edge of it just to see how strong it is. That's actually a good way to find out if there's any problems in the material body. And you can use both hands like this if you like. Okay, next, the outer aura. So the outer aura extends quite a long way out from the material body. And this also depends on the person. Sometimes it can be a meter or two, like around here, and then other times it can be 5 to 10 meters out. The size of this one can actually depend on quite a few things. Even emotional state can affect it. So to feel the outer aura, you really have to increase your energy sensitivity because it's much weaker than the inner aura. You have to use your hands, and you can see if you can feel the changes in the energy fields as you move closer to her. I'm already in the outer aura here, so I have to move back out here. There, I can feel it around there. I'm about 5 or 6 meters away. And it just gets stronger as I walk towards her. And it really helps if you can see it as well. It's actually a whitish color, and it looks like a fuzzy glow or haze. Don't worry, we're going to teach you the methods to see and feel energy in the coming lessons. So next, let's move to the energy body, because while the aura is pretty interesting, the energy body is far more interesting. So the energy body is completely different from the aura. The aura is perfectly acceptable to mainstream science because it's just an electromagnetic field. The energy body is much more than that, but it's not yet accepted by mainstream science and healthcare. But it's been part of so many ancient forms of healing and medicine. So the energy body is different because it's got structures in it. The aura doesn't, it's just a radiation of magnetic field. But the energy body is made of magnetic fields that can hold structures. This is the part that's not yet known by science. So you might have heard of the word chakra. You might have heard of the word meridian. Perhaps you've heard of kundalini. These are structures in the energy body, and we might as well call them anatomy. You've got organs and systems in the material physical body, of course, like a heart and a blood circulation system or a respiratory system. Well, the energy body also has organs and systems. A chakra is an energy organ, and there are tons of them in your energy body. So it's a chakra system. And there's loads of other stuff as well. A meridian system of vessels, a free flow system, a kundalini system, a karmic system. So let's have a look at a couple of these systems on Rosie. First of all, the energy body framework goes all the way through the material body and extends to around 10 centimeters outside of the material physical body. You can actually see it and feel it once you've worked on your energy sensitivity. We'll teach you that later, don't worry. So let's talk about the chakra system first. There are hundreds of chakras around the energy body, and their main function are as energy pumps. They pump this subtle magnetic energy, or chi or prana, all around the energy body. But they also have other specific functions as well. Now, there are some really interesting chakras that lie on the spine, called the major chakras. These chakras have lots of functions, but one of them is to act as a major energy exchange mechanism with the outside. So energy is moving in and out of them all the time. And to do this, they've got openings in the surface of the energy body. Now, these chakras are the primary entry and exit points for energy. And this matters because if we're sending healing energy to someone, it's got to get into their energy body. So let's talk about the 7 major chakras first, because these are the most famous. So these 7 chakras are all located along the spine, and some of them have 1 opening and some of them have 2. So let's start at the head and move down the body. Now, the crown chakra is in the center of the head. It's actually at the location of the pineal gland in the brain. And it's got 1 opening facing out of the top of the head, like that. And it's also a violet or whitish color. And by the way, when we're talking about chakra colors, it's the same way as saying frequency. We see subtle energy frequencies as different colors. It's a basic human sense. Next, there's the brow chakra. That's at the location of the pituitary gland in the brain. And that's got 1 opening facing this way, out of the brow area. That's a purple or indigo color. Next, we have the throat chakra. It's located at the base of the neck on the spine, but it's got 2 openings. 1 facing in the front, facing this way, and 1 out the back of the neck, and that is a light blue color. So moving down to the heart chakra, one of the most famous chakras. It's also on the spine, just behind the heart, and it's also got 2 openings, 1 at the front and then 1 at the back, and it's a green color. Next, we've got the solar plexus chakra, which is a yellow color. That has both openings at the front and also the back. And then we've got the sacral chakra, also on the spine. By the way, when we say on the spine, we mean in the energy body. It's the same location as the spine, that's all. So the sacral is an orange color, and it's also got 2 openings, front and back. And finally, the root chakra. The root chakra is red, and it sits at the base of the spine. It's only got 1 opening, and it faces down towards your feet. Okay, that will do for chakras for the moment. We'll come back to them lots though, because chakra health is one of the most important aspects of healing to understand, whether it's in a self-healing manner or giving healing to others. So next, we want to introduce you to the concept of the Meridian system. This is a system of energy vessels in the energy body. Now, chakras pull in energy from the outside and then supply it to the meridian vessels, which then deliver it around the body. The body actually needs a constant supply of this type of energy. Things start going really wrong if the meridians start malfunctioning. I will talk more later on about how, but for now, let's just have a quick look at them on Rosie. So these energy vessels run through the inside of the material body, but they also extend outside of the material body, all still within the energy body framework. Now, the vessels themselves are about 2 centimeters in diameter, and they tend to run along the length of the body, longitudinally, like this. Now, they run all the way down the front of the body, like so, and they wrap around the feet, and then they run all the way up the back as well, and then over the head. Now, there are maps of these meridians that have existed for hundreds of years, and you can actually download these from the internet. And each meridian does actually have a name. Now, we'll go into that in more detail in more advanced versions of the course. But for now, all you need to know is that there is a central meridian that runs down the center line. It curls back up here and comes back up the spine, and it curls back around the head and back round again. So from that meridian, all the other meridians get their energy flow and then deliver it around the body. So you've got another one here on this side, another one here on the other side, and then they go down the legs as well, Also down the arms. Okay, that will definitely do for this video. We'll pick this up again in a later video where we'll be showing you actual golden energy healing techniques on the chakras and the Meridian system. Don't forget to follow or subscribe for the other lessons. See you soon.